we are going to talk about projectile motion, both vertical projectile and horizontal projectile. I mean projectile in one dimension and two dimension. What is a projectile motion? You give initial velocity, just give initial velocity and allow to move under gravity. Allow to move the object under gravity. That is called a projectile. So if an object moves under gravity, that is an example of a uniformly accelerated motion. So I presume that you know already about this. In case of uniformly accelerated motion, average velocity is initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. In case of any type of motion, average velocity is the total displacement by time taken. Hence, the displacement is average velocity into time taken. In case of a projectile motion, be it a vertical projectile or a horizontal projectile, average velocity is initial velocity plus final velocity by 2 into time taken. Let us analyze the vertical projectile. From there, we can easily move on to horizontal projectile. So, it will just be happening in minutes. You're throwing an object with velocity u upwards. So the body goes upwards, travels upwards, and here at the highest point, you know that its velocity becomes 0. By the time this object reaches here, it would have lost all of its velocity and become 0. This is the initial condition. Here is where from which object is thrown. Here is the highest point where object will rest for a minute and falls down. So the velocity with which you are throwing the body upwards is u. Here the velocity is 0. What is the time taken to go up? So you know that it is governed by uniformly accelerated motion because of gravity. Hence, we know that v is equal to u plus at is true. Here for the upward journey alone, initial velocity is u, final velocity is 0. So u, and acceleration due to gravity is acting downwards. So because u is upward, g is downwards, it is minus g into t. So the time to go up is u by g. This you know. If time to go up is u by g, time to come down will also be u by g. Time of flight in case of a vertically projected object with velocity u is u by g plus u by g is 2u by g. Then remember this, these are things we are going to use there. Then the next is, what is the maximum height it reached? So the maximum height reached will be nothing but the upward displacement. So upward displacement S here is the maximum displacement or maximum height reached, equal to average velocity into time taken. Here, because it is an example of a uniformly accelerated motion. So initial velocity is 0, final velocity is initial velocity is u, and final velocity is 0 by 2 into time to go up, because you are finding the maximum height reached. So time to go up here is u by g. So time to go up and come down only, it is 2u by g. Time to go up is only u by g. So it is u by 2 into u by g will be equal to u square by 2g. So the time of flight in case of a vertically projected object is 2u by g, and the maximum height reached is u square by 2g. Let us apply the same thing without getting deviated. Just see what happens. If you throw an object at an angle theta, I presume here also that you know how to take components of a vector. If you project at an angle theta with respect to the horizontal direction, this is a horizontal direction. What happens to the object? The object will just travel like this and fall. It will travel like this and fall here. By the time object reaches here, what is the total time it would have taken? So here that comes in handy. If this is the velocity u, and you are making an angle theta, this can be resolved into two components. As I told you that I am assuming that you know this. This is u means this is u cos theta and this is u sin theta. So there is a separate video on this, how it is u cos theta, u sin theta. You check out on that. that you will understand much better. U cos theta and U sin theta. This means that when you project an object with velocity u at an angle theta vertically, the vertical velocity, it is equivalent to projecting an object upwards with velocity u sin theta. If upward velocity is u, time to go up will be u by g, and the total time is 2u by g. Then the time to go from here to here will be u by g. Time to go from here to here will be u by g. So the total time of flight is going to be like, total time of flight is, this is u sin theta, right? Hence time to go from here to here is u sin theta by g. From here to here is u sin theta by g. So it is 2u sin theta by g. So throughout the motion, see, this u cos theta is not affected by gravity, because throughout the motion the gravity is acting vertically downwards, whereas wherever the object is, whether the object is here or here or here or here, then the velocity of the object does not change in the horizontal direction. So here also it is u cos theta, here also it is u cos theta, and I'll just take this. Here also it is u cos theta, here also it is u cos theta, and here also it is u cos theta, here also it is u cos theta. Then throughout the motion, its horizontal velocity is u cos theta. Hence distance traveled is velocity into time. Distance traveled is equal to velocity into time. The maximum distance traveled from here to here is called range. Then the range of the projectile is horizontal velocity of the projectile, which is u cos theta, into time to go from here to here, which is 2u sin theta by g. Hence it is u into u square, 2 sin theta cos theta, 2 sin theta cos theta by g. Hence r is equal to u square, 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta by g. And the maximum height reached, so that's what we are at. So initial velocity is u sin theta. By the time the projectile goes to this maximum height, this is the height it traveled. Height is equal to, here at the bottommost position, velocity is u sin theta, here 0. Hence velocity equal to average velocity equal to u plus v by 2. So u sin theta plus 0 by 2. Hence displacement, the displacement is nothing but the displacement, the maximum height in the upward direction, equal to average velocity into time. Average velocity is u sin theta by 2. Time to go from here to here is u sin theta by g. Hence the maximum height reached is u square sin square theta by 2g. Compare these two. If you project an object with velocity u upwards, time to go up is u by g. If you project an object with velocity u at an angle theta, upward velocity is u sin theta. Hence time to go up is u sin theta by g. Time to come down will be u sin theta by g. Here total time of flight is 2u by g. Here total time of flight is 2u sin theta by g. Here maximum height reached is u square by 2g. Because here upward velocity is u sin theta, maximum height reached will be u square sin square theta by g. And the only thing that is added here is the range. The range is the maximum horizontal distance. Throughout the motion, the horizontal velocity is u cos theta. Hence the horizontal distance is horizontal velocity into total time of travel, u cos theta into 2u sin theta by g. Here 2 sin theta cos theta, 2 sin theta cos theta can be written as sin 2 theta. That is there in the vector playlist. You just check out that.